Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to perform second experiment in the computer network programming lab. Our aim is program for a representation of unidirectional and directional weighted and unweighted graph in C language. So for this experiment, we require a software which is Turbo C, and the basic theory of this experiment is a graph is a non-linear data structure consisting of nodes and edges. The nodes are sometimes also referred to as the vertices and the edges. These are the lines of or arcs that connects any two nodes in the graph. So here we can see in these diagrams, graph number 1, there are A, B, C, D, E and F are the nodes, and the line between A and B, B and D, B and C, D and E and F, these all are our vertices. Vertices. So graph is a set of vertices and set of edges. So V is a finite numbers of vertices, also called nodes, and E is a set of ordered pairs of vertices representing edges. So we can see three types of diagrams here: graph number 1, graph number 2, and 3. So in the second, we can see here that trees have prepared by some nodes A, B, C, D, E, F. There is a tree structure A to B to A node is connected to B and C, B is connected to D, and C is also connected to E and F. Here we can see the third graph where the direction is available here. So this is directed graph, and these two diagrams are graph 1 and graph 2 are undirected graphs. So graph 3 is a directed graph. So in graph number 1, we can see vertices A, B, C, D, E, F are the vertices, nodes we can say, and edges. We can see the edges. AB is a pair of edge, AB. AC is also a pair of edges, same as BC is a pair of the edges, D is a pair of edges, and E and F is a pair of edges. Same as it is in the graph 2, and same as it is in the graph 3. Remember, graph 3 is a directed graph, and remaining two are the undirected graphs. So here is the graph representation. First, the adjacency matrix. Okay. In adjacency matrix, this matrix is a way to represent a graph. Okay, so it is a method to represent a graph. It shows which node are adjacent to the another one, and graph is represented using a square matrix. You can see here we have an undirected graph here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These all nodes are available in this graph, but there are certain foundation in the edges. Okay, so we have a adjacency matrix. We have 5 nodes. So 5 cross 5 matrix is here. This is called adjacency matrix. So the combination of the 1 to 1, it means the connection between 1 to 1 is 0, because 1 is not connected to any node of the available in the graph. So we put here 0. 1 to 2, so 1 and 2, edges and vertices. So there are edge number 1 to edge number 2. There is no adjacency, because we can see here there is no connection between 1 and 2. So we will put 0 here. 1 to 3, there is no connection between 1 to 3, so we will put 0 here. 1 to 4, yes, there is a direction, there is a the nodes are connected with the 1 to 4, so we will put 1 here. And again 1 to 5, there is no connection, so we will put 0 here. So if this matrix is shown shows the adjacency that these nodes are adjacent to each other or not. So again, from 2 to 1. 2 to 1 is not connected here, so we will put 0 here. 2 to 4, no. So we will, yes, 2 to 4, the nodes are connected. So we'll put here 1. 2 to 5 also they are connected, so we will put here 1. Same as it is 3 to 1, no, there is no connection between 3 to 1. 3 to 2, no, there is no connection. 3 to 3, yes, there is no connection between 3 to 3. So we'll put 0 here. 3 to 4, there is no connection between 3 to 4, so we'll put 0 here. But 3 to 5, yes, there is a connection between 3 to 5, so we'll put the 1 here. So this is a digital matrix. We can see here 0 and 1 only. So binary matrix we can see here. There is a theorem which is called as adjacency theorem. Adjacency matrix of a directed graph is never symmetric. So we can say adjoint of I and adjoint of J equals to always will be 1 for the directed graph, and indirect graph a directed edge from vertex I to vertex j. So we can see here now the example of the directed graph. So we have some direction here, 1 to 4 only, 2 to 4 only, 2 to 5 only, and 3 to 5 only. So these are the directions. We cannot see that 5 is adjacent of the 3. We will see only 3 is adjacent of the 5 only. So we can see here in the 5 adjacent edges and 3 there is no adjacency because we will put here 0 because the direction is from 3 to 5, not to 5 to 3. We can see here 5 to 3 we will put 1 here because the direction is saying that the 3 is connected to 5, not the 5 connected to 3. So by keeping mind in the directions we will make the our matrix here, adjacency matrix here. So adjacency list is another representation of graph. It is a collection of unordered list used to represent a finite graph. Each list describes the set of neighbors of a vertex in the graph. Adjacency list requires less amount of memory. For every vertex, adjacency list stores a list of vertices which are adjacent to the current one. In adjacency list, an array of linked list is used. Size of the array is equal to the number of vertices. We can see here this is the directed graph. We have some direction here. The 3 to 1 is available and one direction 1 to 3 is also available. This is the direction of the bidirectional. This is a graph of the bidirectional graph. So 4 to 5 is also bidirectional. 1 to 3 is also bidirectional. Remaining all are the single directional. So we can see here 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 there is only one connection. 2 to 3 is only one connection with the space. Okay, so there is an adjacency matrix representation of the directed graph. Next is the undirected graph. These are the undirected graph. An undirected graph is a graph in which all the edges are bidirectional. The edges do not point any specific direction. So we can say that one is connected to 2 as well as 2 is connected also 1. Bidirectional without any direction we can say this is bidirectional. And in the directed graph there will be a certain direction. So we are bound in this particular direction. 1 is only connected to 2. 2 is not connected to 1 because the arrow is showing that 1 to 2. The direction is 1 to 2. This is a weighted directed graph. Weighted means we have a multiplier weight on the directions. So 0 to 1 node is 0 and node is connected to 1 with a weight of 10. So 10 is a multiplier. 1 is connected to 3. So 3 with a weight of 7. 0 connected to 2 with the weight of 3. 0 is connected to 3 with the weight of 2. And 3 is connected to 2 with a weight of 6. So this is a weighted directed graph. Now it's time to perform an experiment with the programming. So this is our programming section. Here we will use only stdio.h libraries. So we will define startingly n numbers, 100 random numbers we are taking. This graph is graph representation in adjacency matrix. So we are taking integer graph n cross n. So we are taking what 100 cross 100 matrix we are taking for the graph representation. This is the adjacency graph. So we are taking again u and v as vertices and edges. U is the current of the source vertex. V is the next of the destination vertex. So u and v are separated with the 1. So we are taking this as a so we are taking it is we are taking void input graph bracket 0 and we are giving the command for printf enter vertices and edges. That's for the next line. We are taking only integer values, so we are putting only %d and vertices and edges. So we are taking all the vertices and edges. Okay. So next is a reset graph. We are resetting the graph. So we are applying two for loops, for the I and for the vertices, and second will be over the edges. So we are taking first time for I equals to 0. I less than vertices, semicolon plus I. It means we are increasing the values of vertices. The next limiting loop we are providing for the j value for j equals to 0, j less than vertices plus j. So graph ij equals to 0. This is a resetting the graph. Now inputting the graph, we are taking again printf enter value of u and v. So for I equals to 0, I less than edges. Now we are talking about the edges here. We have talked about the vertices earlier in the last for loop. I plus plus. Next scanf we are providing. Scanf is again characters, 4 characters percent d we are using. So u and v both are the integer values. So sorry, not characters, integer values. So u and v are the integer values. So that's why we are taking percent d here. So here value of 1 represents there is an edge value of the u and v. So again we are plotting graph u and v equals to graph v and u equals to 1, because we have already said that these matrices are of adjoint of the matrix are equals to same equals to 1. So this is a statement true. Next is the void print graph. This is the library for the printing the graph. So print the current graph. We are what we are doing. We are moving to the next line. Printf graph. We are printing the graph. For loop we are taking. So I equals to 0, I less than vertices. Same procedure we are again for the printing the graph. So we will take the for the vertices 2 for loops, and for the the value for the edges we are taking a single for loop. So again we are doing vertices for I equals to 0, I less than vertices I plus plus, and for j equals to 0, j less than vertices j plus plus. We are again having a value of the same correct integer value. That's why we are taking percent d here. Now we are printing the graph, so that we are taking complete value of the graph we have found earlier in the for loop. Here we have found the value of uv graph uv, so we are taking the same value as here. This value is also in an integer, so that's why we are taking the print percent d. We are printing that value, and now integer main equals to the final values will be undirected weighted unweighted graph, and the print will be there. So this is the return 0, and the output will be like this. First it will ask about the vertices and edges. We are putting the value 4 and 3. So for 4 and 3, so we will put the values of the u and v. So we are taking u and v here. So graph will be there 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0. So we have completed with the programming part. Now we are moving to the coding part. So we are taking here online C program software. So this is our program we have discussed earlier. Now it's a time of running the compiling the exam, compiling the program. There are certain errors. So after typing the program in our online C exam compiler software, we have seen here we are going to run the program. So we get the question from the compiler, enter vertices and edges. So we are providing 4 and 3 as a vertices and edges. Now it is asking about the compiler, enter u and v. The value of u and v we are entering here. Random value we are giving like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So we will receive the adjacency matrix here. You can see here. So we are here. We are getting 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 and 0 1 1 0, as we have mentioned in our manual. We are receiving the same values. So this is the example of undirected unweighted graph by the help of the vertices and edges. So we are changing the values of u and v and getting the adjacency graph. So this is the end of the experiment number 2. Thank you very much.